So next up we have, Next up we have Dandy Conway and Steve Kent from Penguin Random House. And if you folks are ready to start, you can go on and share your screen for your presentation.
Hang on. Share. You do this. Hang on. Okay. All right. Okay. I'm Steve Kent with Penguin Young Readers. A few of my rep picks are titles that have already gone on sale this September. And I know how busy everyone has been, and there's a good chance not everyone has been able to take a good look at these titles. So we'll start with I Am Every Good Thing by Derek Barnes. Derek is the author of The King of Kindergarten, a New York Times bestseller, as well as the picture book Crown, an ode to the fresh cut. Crown received a Caldecott honor and had the same author-illustrator team. I am a nonstop bowl of energy, powerful and full of light. I am a go-getter, a difference maker. The confident Black narrator of this book is proud of everything that makes him who he is. He's got big plans, and no doubt he'll see them through. This is a celebration and acknowledgement of how extraordinary, unique, complex, and worthy young Black boys already are. The editor said, the author and the illustrator said their goal with this book is for Black youth to see themselves and feel good about themselves. And in the editor's opinion, mission accomplished. It's a very special book. It is a Kirkus 2020 Kirkus Prize for Young Readers Literature finalist. Of 629 titles eligible in the category, only 6 are selected as finalists by the judges. Caliba Holiday Catalog, and when I wrote this last week, it had 4-star reviews, and then it was 5, and now it's 6-star reviews. This was on sale September 1st and hit number 3 on the New York Times the first week out. Second picture book is Kitties on Dinosaurs. These kitties are adorable, really adorable, super adorable. Okay, you get the point. Not only are they adorable, they are daring. These kitties love to climb things, and they won't give up until they have achieved their ultimate climbing dream, scaling the dinosaurs on nearby Dinosaur Island. These kitties have a plan, and it's their 4th plan, Plan D, that eventually succeeds. Who doesn't love dinosaur books, especially when kittens are involved? The editor said, the book truly has it all. Humor, cuteness, just the right amount of random weirdness, and an inspiring message of perseverance and determination. We have big dreams for these kitties and more to come. It reminds me when I sold book number 1 in a number of future best-selling series, like Ladybug Girls, Skippy John Jones, and Llama Llama. It just has that feel. There is tons of love for this franchise, from national accounts, in-house in New York, and especially the sales reps. I had a number of buyers state that this book will make a great storytime book for the real little ones. The author, Michael Slack, lives locally in Northern California in Lafayette, so he will be a big asset in blowing up this series in the future. This book goes on sale today, September 21st. My third picture book is What We'll Build, Plans for Our Together Future by Oliver Jeffers. This is a companion to #1 New York Times bestseller, Here We Are. This is going to be a huge seller. It's a perfect father-child story that should be on every shelf. As I mentioned, this is a companion to Here We Are. Oliver wrote the acclaimed Here We Are after the birth of his son, and What We'll Build after the birth of his daughter. A quote from Bella from Copperfield's books, and Bella said, this is a near perfect dad book, and I concur. On sale, October 6th. Next are a couple of middle grade titles. Oops, sorry, run a little slow on that there. Okay. The Last Kids on Earth and The Skeleton Road. This is the 6th book in the New York Times and USA Today bestselling series, over 3 million copies sold. A Netflix original series, season 2, starting this fall. Book number 5 came out this past April, right during the throes of COVID-19. There's a good chance the Last Kids on Earth readers will have 2 new books to read this fall, and that's a good thing. That was on sale last week, September 15th. Next is Before the Ever After, a new middle grade novel from Jackie Whitson. This novel explores how a family moves forward when their glory days have passed. ZJ's dad is a talented pro football star and has been everyone's hero. Things change as ZJ's dad starts having trouble remembering things, and he seems angry all the time. ZJ's mom explains it's because of all the head injuries his dad has sustained during his career. ZJ can understand that, but it doesn't make the sting any less real when his own father forgets his name. This story has a very timely subject matter. Brain damage from playing football is increasingly a subject of headline news. Has 5-star reviews already, on sale September 1st, or sorry, October 1st. No, September 1st, yes, September 1st. Okay, and then I'll finish up with these 3 YA titles. Watch Over Me, the hotly anticipated follow-up to We Are Okay by Nina LaCour. It's about abuse and resilience. Mila is a survivor of abuse, newly aged out of the foster care system, at times brutally vivid. Her path to recovery includes helping others to heal. This story will take you on an emotional ride to the end. Nina is a local Barrie author and living in Richmond, and she is such an asset and proven champion for her books. Book has received 4-star reviews. It was on sale last week, September 15th. Super Fake Love Song. This is David Yoon's second book, and let me tell you, this guy has a very bright future. This is his second contemporary YA rom-com, and this one is a case of mistaken identity, which kicks off a string of fake events that just may lead to real love. And this comes straight from the editor. The pages felt like coming home. Once again, you're back in David's hands, where each character feels authentic and his world building is like no one else's. The beating heart of the story is 2 brothers who love each other, but struggle to love each other for who they are. And the tagline from this editor is one of the best I've ever seen. This rock star may be super fake, but there's nothing fake about this love song. Frankly in Love, the first book, received 5-star reviews and was an instant New York Times and #1 indie bestseller. Kaliba Holiday Catalog, on sale November 17th. My final YA book is Sky Beyond the Storm, the jaw-dropping finale in Sabaa Tahir's New York Times best-selling An Ember in the Ashes fantasy series. This is book number 4 and picks up just a few months after A Reaper in the Gates, book number 3, left off. Heart-racing and heart-aching romance, more action and adventure than ever before, and huge consequences for all the characters you've come to love, or love to hate. I think most of us have at least met Sabaa, and we know how big an asset she is for this series. And being a Barrie author, she lives in Mountain View, is another major plus. I've included in this PowerPoint presentation and my rep picks an A Device catalog, the paperback of the first book in this series. It's a special $5.99 paperback edition of An Ember in the Ashes. It went on sale September 1st as a series starter for a whole group of new fans. Kaliba Holiday Catalog, A Sky Beyond the Storm, goes on sale December 1st. And lastly is something called The Conversation. It features PRH books and resources that promote anti-racism, acceptance, and inclusivity. Dandy will touch a little on this program at the end of her rep picks. And here is Dandy Conway, the Random House Children's rep. Let me unshare my screen. Okay, good, Dandy?
Okay, thank you, Steve. And I'm gonna share my screen, hopefully. All right, can you see it there?
Yep.
So before I get started, so it's so nice. Thank you all for being here today. Wish we were in person, but I will take Zoom over nothing. So a couple housekeeping things. I guess there is going to be a Kaliba digital galley room this year, and my titles in there are some spring titles, so I just wanted to mention them real quickly. War and Millie McGonigal is a new historical fiction middle grade from Karen Cushman. It's our spring rep pick. And then The Gilded Ones is a young adult fantasy, first one in a trilogy from newcomer Naima Forna. And David Levithan, I guess, will be at the show virtually for Scholastic, and we have a new middle grade from him, The Mysterious Disappearance of Aiden S. And I guess we're capturing everyone who's on the call, so Steve and I can reach out to you after the fact, and I'll send that in my follow-up email. And then please don't hesitate. We're talking about fall, but as I'm sure Steve could do too, we're happy to talk about any books that you have questions about. If you missed something, you know, this has been a crazy year. We're all doing whatever we can. But so first up, I have Dan Brown's Wild Symphony. As you can tell from my little icon here, it's a Kaliba Holiday catalog pick. There's a ton going on here, so I'm going to stay to my script. I just saw it on the indie bestseller list today. It's a new picture book from best-selling author Dan Brown. Think of it as a modern-day Peter and the Wolf. Dan not only wrote the story, but he also composed the music. Master Mouse takes us on a journey, meeting lots of animals and their sounds, from frogs and hippos to whales and sea creatures. And I'm going to do my best to play a little. There's an app. That's the whales music. I'm not going to play it while I'm speaking, but the app is super cool and actually changes the music as you turn the page in the book. So it's, I think, a really cool family gift that can be used in many different ways. And then Margaret's Unicorn. This one just went on sale. Not surprising. It's popping on my reorders, and it made the indie next list. It feels kind of like the perfect indie unicorn books. It's not too pink and sparkly. It's just got the right amount of unicorn magic, and it's adorable. Here, Margaret is living every little girl's dream of finding a lost unicorn and caring for it. And it's just a simple story of that. A girl, instead of a boy and a dog, it's a girl and her unicorn. Really sweet. And I'm sure we'll see more from Briony Smith because her artwork is just gorgeous. And then Grumpy Monkey Up All Night, someone who is not new to us. Jim Pansy is back, and this time he's grumpy from staying up all night. Every kid wants to do it, and of course they just get the grumpies the next day. Never a good idea. And then Grumpy Monkey's Little Book of Grumpiness. Here, younger ones, it's a board book, and younger ones get to see different emotions. And readers, I love seeing that Jim has other emotions other than being grumpy. I kind of like his sad face there. And then my favorite picture book probably on the list is Find Fergus, and it's probably not going to win any literary awards, but it's just funny, and I think we could all use a laugh these days. My sales pitch is, imagine Where's Waldo if Waldo didn't know how to hide and was really bad at hiding. Here is Fergus trying to hide behind something. And so the author tells him, all right, Fergus, find a crowd, start hiding in a crowd. And this is what he does. He finds a crowd of 3. And again, it's just total silliness. It reads aloud perfectly. And I can't wait for this one to go on sale. And Max Meow, Move Over Dog Man. Just kidding. I actually love Dog Man. And so do little ones. And this is the perfect for those. It's a perfect next series for those younger graphic novel readers. Max is an ordinary cat living in Kittyopolis until he eats a radioactive space meatball. And no surprise, he turns into a superhero and saves Kittyopolis from villains and whatnot. It's super fun. Again, you can see it's going to be a Kaliba Holiday catalog title. We have a really fast pub plan here. The second book's going on sale in spring 21, so perfect for those kids to gobble up. And then This Is Your Time from Ruby Bridges. This actually was a recent drop-in that might be new to some of you. It's going on sale in November. Civil rights icon Ruby Bridges was inspired by the recent wave of activism she saw from young people and wanted to share her story and a call to action to them. Just like she was called at the age of 6 to integrate an all-white elementary school in New Orleans. The book features personal photos, I love this one with her father, and historical ones through today, alongside Ruby's inspiring words. The jacket art, I'll go back to that, features the iconic image from Norman Rockwell of Ruby's walk to school. It's a small trim size kind of small gift book. Anna Quinlan list of, I think it's Book of Happiness. It's the same trim size as that. So I feel like it's not just for kids, it's a family gift. Lots of publicity is planned so far. She's already booked on NPR, Today's Show, USA Today, but I'm sure more to come for that one. And When Life Gives You Mangoes, this is our rep pick for fall. I loved the quote from Claire Vanderpool, so I'm going to share that. When Life Gives You Mangoes is a wonderful story with great heart, mystery, and insight. What a treat to walk alongside Clara and her vibrant Jamaican home through the peaks and valleys of the human experience, heartache and joy, alienation and deep friendship, regret and redemption. Clara is the girl we all wish was our best friend, honest, spirited, and real. Kieran Getton is a bright new voice. Her writing strikes the perfect balance of beauty, depth, and a touch of mango. I couldn't agree more. And then Millionaires for the Month. Stacey McNulty has done another great job at capturing the voices of her characters. It's Brewster's Millions for a modern take. Here she throws two middle schoolers into a challenge that any kid would dream of. Spend $5 million in a month and you get $10 million each to keep. Don't spend it all and you lose. As in most challenges, it's harder than it seems, and the boys realize that money can't buy everything. It's fun, engaging story which manages to tackle friendship, bullies, financial disparities, sprinkles in some math facts, and of course throws in an adorable mutt. The Magic Fish. This one's been getting a lot of buzz and not even on sale yet. It's multiple starred reviews, Indie Next Pick. It had a feature in Entertainment Weekly. It's a combination of Hey Kiddo and The Prince and the Dressmaker. This coming-of-age story follows Tim. He loves his family and friends, but has a secret he's been keeping from them. He doesn't have the right words because his parents are struggling with English. He wonders if there is a Vietnamese word for what he's going through. Is there a way to tell him he's gay? It deals with the complexity of family and how stories bring us together. And then Dear Justice. This powerful, timely sequel to Nick Stone's Dear Martin. Here, incarcerated teen Quan is writing letters to justice about his experiences in juvenile detention. It's hard, but ultimately a book of hope. It just was featured in Entertainment Weekly. Dear Martin continues to be on the indie bestseller list, and I'm sure this one will land there too. It's really, you don't have to have read Dear Martin, but it definitely enhances the story, and I think it's going to make people who hadn't read it want to pick it up. Majesty American Royals. This one just went on sale and definitely showing up on my orders. It brings another big dose of royals and romance. And for those of you not familiar, imagine a world where George Washington became our king instead of our first president, and we had a royal family in the United States. And then, as Steve mentioned, The Conversation. Many families are talking about race in ways that they haven't before. These bundles are a collaboration between the ABA, Penguin Young Readers, and Random House Children's Books. And we group them together by age to help parents and caregivers talk to kids about race. They will include discussion guides to help those various discussions, those conversations, at the various ages. They're turnkey, ready to ship right out to your customers. We'll have social asset images for your social channels and for your websites, newsletters, and whatnot. And that's it. Thank you very much. And I can stop sharing my screen.